A 5-year-old girl set up a stage in the middle of a field and announced a competition, declaring that whoever defeated her would become her future groom. Everyone assumed the monks and sages sitting below would quietly leave. But the very next moment, they all rushed toward the stage, fighting among themselves just to grab the silk ball in the little girl's hand. To everyone's shock, the tiny girl's martial arts were extraordinary. Not a single fighter on stage could match her skills. Suddenly, a third-level cultivator charged at her with a sword. Dodging him, the girl accidentally tossed the silk ball into the air, and it landed right in the hands of a young man who looked like a fool. People instantly attacked the young man, but the girl leapt like lightning and saved him. The moment the young man's hand touched hers, a powerful surge of energy burst out of the girl's body. She couldn't understand what had happened, but all the warriors surrounding them were defeated in an instant. In just 3 seconds, she had knocked them all to the ground. That's when she realized the young man was no ordinary person. He was a great warrior with divine power. His cultivation was at the level of the gods, capable of shaking the earth with a single gesture. His father feared that his inner power was so immense that anything he touched could turn into a divine weapon, and if he ever stepped out into the world, people might misuse his abilities. So the father raised him pretending he was a fool, telling him never to fight anyone. 5 years earlier, under the influence of a love poison, the youth had a brief romantic encounter with a mysterious woman. His father later forced him to marry that same woman. When the young man finally came down from the mountain, the first person he met was the little girl on the stage choosing a groom. By coincidence, the silk ball fell into his hands. The girl grabbed him by the neck and declared, "You caught my ball. Now you are my father." The young man sighed in relief. She was looking for a father, not a husband. The girl joyfully took him home, but on the way, they were attacked. The attacker was instantly injured just by the young man's aura. As soon as they entered the house, a beautiful woman lunged at him with a sword. He caught her strike and, when he saw her face, realized she was the same woman he had been searching for these past 5 years, the one he had briefly united with under the influence of the love poison. She had driven him away afterward, but he had left his axe behind. She had taken that axe, which turned into an immortal weapon, and used it to strengthen her entire clan. Now they stood face to face once more. The young man was overjoyed. He had found both his wife and his beloved daughter. But the woman pushed him away, warning him that he needed to run because the leader of the Vanai sect had reached the 7th level. Just then, the rival Wandali sect launched an attack. To unite everyone, the woman announced an open competition on the stage, but a disciple of the enemy sect defeated everyone easily. Even the sect's chief was no match for him. The woman handed her daughter to the young man and stepped onto the stage herself, only to be brutally wounded. The daughter begged the young man to save her mother. He remembered his father's warnings, but now he had made up his mind. "I am her husband and her daughter's father," he thought. "I can't hide anymore." He picked up a wooden dagger, and the moment he swung it, it transformed into a divine weapon.